Ahem. Good morning, good morning. It's the Last Minute Laura Show. Good morning, good morning. Hello. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to another morning. It is Monday, March 9th, 9 o'clock in the morning. I'm only a couple minutes late. I do need to grab my coffee. It's at the other table, and I still need to put on socks because I, as per usual, was running late. Good morning, everybody. I hope you're having a good morning. I hope you had a great weekend. I did both. I had a great weekend and I had a good morning this morning, though I had a hard start. It was a time change. So for me, right now it says 9:05. I know that for other people it's like 8 if you haven't had the time change happen for you yet. So now the stream technically for some people is 1 hour earlier because of the daylight savings time. So if you are abroad and you don't have daylight savings time, then perhaps I am earlier than normal. But for my daylight savings girlies, we are all tired. Look at the giant bags under my eyes. Oh well, it's going to be all fine because we are going to be transplanting tons of seedlings today. I have hundreds of little seedlings that need to go from these seed trays into these pots, and then these seed trays, we have to use these on Wednesday to transplant or to plant new seeds. So it is going to be a little bit of a messy one this morning. So let's slow our roll for a second. Let me grab my coffee. We can look at some of the seedlings that I just need to thin, so we can thin some seedlings today as well. But we have transplanting to do, and I seem to be having some struggles on my Malva. I don't know what I'm doing that's making her upset, but it looks like some of them aren't getting the same like attention or something. Maybe the light is not centered or something, because some of the first leaves are dying off now. And do you see how these ones are all big, but these ones are all puny? What's that all about? 99,800 subscribers. Yes, Candace, we have passed 99.8 thousand people subscribed to the channel, which is honestly so many people, but we're about to hit 100,000. It's gonna happen this month, okay? Let's slow our roll here. Let's say it'll happen this month. Don't you think, birdies? My sweet little birds. Okay, so let's do us a little bit of transplanting. Actually, let me get my other tripod so you guys can watch from above. Or at least from another angle. Where did you go? There. No, that's not the right one. Where's my phone's tripod? Huh. Where have you gone? What have I done with you? I've got no idea. Oh, there you are. Just didn't put it away. See, that's why you gotta put stuff away. If you don't put it away, you won't remember where it is. If it has a home and you put it away, way less problems. Happy International Women's Day to those who are women in the chat. I got, as you can see, 2 dozen, beautiful, 2 dozen red roses from my sweet Alex. He is Eastern European. It's not a very big thing here in Canada. I never had any man or boyfriend know about it before Alex, but he makes me feel like a princess on my birthday, on our Valentine's Day, and on International Women's Day. So happy International Women's Day if that's something you're into, and congrats for that, for all of that. I got to go out for dinner yesterday. Alex took me out for a sushi dinner, which was lovely. And then I also got flowers, which was also lovely. I feel like this mic is very much in the way visually. Are you guys annoyed by where it's placed? I think I'm going to move it. Let me just adjust here. Excuse me, everything. Pardon me. sec. That should do it. Beautiful. Let me get a glass of water. All I wanted was you. For the nausea. A glass of water for the nausea. To treat mild nausea, simply have water on hand at all times. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It's the Last Minute Laura show. Oh my goodness. Hold it together, girl. Okay, so I'm going to put another camera angle on the seedlings so you can actually watch me from the front and then the seedlings from a different angle. I think that'll be fun. Let's see how that does. Okay, no, yeah. No, hold on a sec. Okay, hold on. We want to transform you. All I wanted was you. Okay, reset you. Close. Okay, that's good. Good vibe. I think we want it a little higher so you could be watching what it is that I'm actually doing. Then I'll pull me forward. Right, yeah. Everything looks good like this. Good. Okay. Man, if I want to know the future, I can just watch your Facebook. You're ahead of time there. Oh, well, don't watch there if you're not usually watching there. I mean, you could, but I don't see your comments on Facebook. They only have comments. They don't have chat on Facebook, which is not ideal. I would prefer if they had a chat. Okay. I'm just trying to make it so you can see all of the plants that I'm playing with. Okay, there we go. If Peekaboo comes up, we'll adjust based on, yeah, I heard you, Peekaboo. Did you hear she heard her name? All right, so, yeah, I know. The Facebook is in the future a little bit, but I can't read comments. I don't know why there's no chat in the live stream of Facebook. It seems weird to not have that, but I'm not a doctor, so what am I gonna do? Can't do anything about it. What I can do is transplant some beautiful, beautiful plants, and that's what I will do. Okay, where are my labels? I thought I brought them. That's weird. I was sure I had them. Oh gosh. All I wanted was you. Okay. Well, there you are. What are you doing over here? Hey, Toby, what are they doing over here? Okay, the next thing I also need to do is some of the plants won't want to be transplanted again, so they're going to get put out in these pots. I just have to get dirt. I have to fill them. I'll be right back. I forgot to fill these. work with 8 for now. How many can I really need? Oh God. Okay, Peekaboo, you will not actually be able to get on the table today, so please do not even hover around. It is not a good idea for you. Okay, I have this. I have these. Yeah, I know, honey. It's hard. It's hard to be you. All right. Let's jump into it. Let's just jump right into it. So here I have salvia. This is hummingbird pink salvia, one of my favorites to grow. She's lovely. And she's doing really well. I also have a bunch of coleus that need to get transplanted because they are kind of outgrowing their little cutting container. Maybe we'll start with the coleus because I don't need to label coleus. It's quite obvious what coleus is when you're working on it. Okay, so I have these gorgeous plants here. Let's see how our roots are looking. Really good, strong roots here, look. Can you see they're like coming out of the bottom of the little seed tray? The reason I want to transplant these more quickly than some of the others is that I want these trays are the ones I like to use to start the seeds, or to transplant the small seedlings into to grow before they go back. So first we got to get these out, and we got to do it safely in a way that will not disrupt too much of the roots. Coleus do have really delicate roots, but they seem to be okay being transplanted. They don't freak out the way like some plants just freak out every time they get a transplant. It's like, we get it. Relax. You're not getting murdered. You're fine. And yet they'll freak out. But Coleus is not one of those ones. It's quite happy as long as it's being more or less getting what it's wanted. Getting what it wants. I was trying to say unless it's being cared for, but then I tried to say getting what it wants, and then it got... It doesn't matter. Regardless, here is a coleus baby. Transplanted. Beautiful. If this survives till spring, I will not have to purchase any coleus this year. Alex thinks that's a silly joke that I'm playing, but it's true. I actually think there's a possibility that I won't need to buy any coleus because I have so many now. Look at how pretty these are. I might not need any. I do love how they grow under a grow light versus the sun. It's like a little bit different, but it's still quite beautiful. Okay, let's see if we can get somebody else out here. How about you? Will you come out easily with no drama? Of course you will. Beautiful, beautiful beast. I also have some heartleaf philodendron in here that I don't really care about, but I decided to just let the cuttings live with the coleus because I wanted to give a chance to them. Oh, some of these look very, like, robust. Look at the roots on that. Well, I'll have it show you here, actually. Look at the roots on that thing. Gorgeous. One of them in here is already flowering also, which is silly. What are you doing? It's the middle of winter. Okay, so these ones I'm not going to transplant just yet because they are heartleaf philodendron. I have nowhere to put them. So I'll just put them over here. You guys just quietly sit over there. Don't bother anyone. Don't disrupt the class. Okay, now these guys, I'm giving them each their own pot at this point because I really would like them to fill these pots with roots so that when I put it out in the garden, it's like a strong baby plant that we're going to be working with. But like, look at how strong that little plant is. Look at all those roots. So I'm just going to dig a little hole in my pot and then pop the rooted cutting in and kind of pack the soil around it. This soil is seed starting mix, but it's seed starting mix with nutrients. The previous one that I got for like actually starting the brand new baby seeds, that one was with no nutrients. It's just what do you even call it? It's called soilless mix is what my mom always called it. Okay, so I think I want to kind of know how many of each color I have now. Not that it matters. I mean, I'm probably just going to keep all of them alive right now because I can. Until I can't keep all of them alive, then I'm not going to make a choice, you know? I'll make a choice on who gets to live and who gets to die when I actually have to. I don't have to make that choice right now because I have enough room for all of them. Eventually, I know the answer is that I will not have room for all of them because I am growing way too many coleus. But that's okay. It's a good idea to do. It's good to have too many coleus, I think. It's a good problem to have. Oh, here's the one that's flowering. It's in this box of babies. Let me try and get you over here just a little bit more so you can see what I'm actually like holding as I hold it. Oh, they're beautiful, aren't they? They are so beautiful to me. Okay, more empty pots need to come out here. I put a dog pee pad on my table today because I'm a genius to prevent huge messes. That is what I did. Okay, how are your roots? They're not as amazing, but the plants themselves are quite amazing, so I feel like the roots will catch up. Like, what are you flowering for? Who are you trying to impress? Me? Well, I don't need you to flower yet. What I need is for you to grow lots and lots of very strong roots. Oh, I'm so happy about all of these cuttings. This was such a good idea. I wish Frida would stop by soon because I feel like she'll see these and be like, whoa, you are a coleus farmer. Move to Sweden. She has many coleus, Frida that is. And she keeps them as indoor house plants and they're giant. Hers are so robust. Look at how pretty that one is. White in the middle, but still mosaic-y. And none of these ones were started from seed. These were all started from cuttings that I took from plants that I grew last year from seed. So at the end of the season, I took some of the plants in, tried my best to keep them alive for the winter to, you know, moderate success. But even though the plants looked like crap, taking cuttings off of them and rooting the cuttings was a very big success. The cuttings look way better than the adult plants did before taking the cuttings off of them, let me tell you. Another cutie. So now that these are like almost plants, they're like plantlets. Now that they're almost plants, I am going to water them with a little bit of plant fertilizer. My sister gave me some of her watery, like water plant food, you know, the one that you mix with water. She gave me some of hers, and I am going to water the plants with them, not the babies, but these little plants. They're babies, but they're not quite seedlings anymore. They're a little bit stronger than a seedling. Ooh, look at that. We've got 4, 8 so far, 8 beautiful coleus. Oh, oops, sorry, I hit the mic there. This one's gonna be so pretty. Look at that one. Isn't she pretty? She's trying to flower right now, so we're gonna just pinch that whole branch off because we don't need it. Any other tryhards down in here? No, looks okay. Then I'm gonna take my little tool, make a big, deep hole by moving all the soil around. Then I can shove my little rooted cutting in there. Give her a little press. A tap down, one more done. How many coleus is the right number of coleus? I would argue it's whatever feels right in my heart, and currently that is all of them. This one's gorgeous. This one's one of my favorites. I'm so excited to put these outside. Isn't that stunning? Absolutely stunning, as my sister would say. Absolutely. 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 How do you say it in New Zealand accent? Absolutely. 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 I got the front part of it. My sister and I will literally sit there just saying absolutely, absolutely, hippie bit, like over and over, just trying to get the accent right, just saying the same words. It probably looks very interesting and possibly autistic when people come and see my sister and I like hanging out. We had so much fun on Friday. Or was it Saturday that we had so much fun? it was Saturday. Was it Saturday? It was Saturday. We had fun on Saturday. We had fun on Friday. But on Sunday, I babysat Miss Elizabeth. So my sister and her husband dropped her off here and then picked her up when they were done. And she mostly slept the whole time, but it was so cute. She's so cute. And she turns 1 next week, which is crazy. Crazy to me. Makes me feel wild. What do you mean she's been here with us for a year already? But she's just a baby. I'm going to put 2 cuttings in this pot because these 2 cuttings are a little wimpy. You're deserving of your own pot, of course, little cutting, but I feel like you'd do better with your little sister with you. At least for a couple more weeks, maybe a week. Stay with your sister a week and we'll revisit to see how your roots are doing. But let's keep 2 of them together if they're going to be small. Do you know the word puny is actually like the right word when you're talking about plants? It's saying like, oh, it's the when your plant is like small and sad looking, calling it puny is like the right word. Like I watch a bunch of garden channels and a bunch of like educational garden channels, like not people, like universities. Does that, you know what I mean? Like people who are actually teaching gardening for like from university. There's a university, it's like the University of Michigan or something. I don't know if it's Michigan, I might be wrong, but anyway, they do gardening. It's not like tutorials, it's more like little, I don't know, video essays. I don't know how to explain what it is, but the point is, what was the point? Oh, that one barely even made any roots. How sad. You're dead to me. Sorry, honey. My point was, puny is the word all of them use to describe small, sad-looking plants. Joy. Hi, Joy. Did you grow them from seed? They look really great. I haven't started any seeds here in France. Yes, I must get out there. You definitely need to start seeds. However, these little plants were not started from seeds. I actually had these. I started them from seed last summer, or last spring rather. Grew them out all summer in my garden, and then at the end of summer, I took cuttings and then potted those cuttings up. Those ones grew into full plants throughout the winter, and then I took cuttings off of those adult plants, rooted them, and that is what we're looking at here. This is another one, only 1 root has happened, and I'm saying goodbye to this little baby plant. I'm not going to bother keeping like weak ones because I'm going to have so many. So if I keep the weak ones, it'll be detrimental to me because I'm basically storing them for what? If they're not going to succeed, what am I storing them for? Okay, so here's another. Oh my gosh, the roots on some of these are gorgeous. The reason I'm starting with coleus, if you missed that, was these ones are, hold on. I need to get this out without destroying her roots. There we go. These ones are super easy for me to identify, so I don't have to add labels. So I figured I would get out of the way the ones that I don't need labels for, and that way the ones that I do need labels for, I will have labels for them. Don't worry, I knew what I was. Sometimes you just gotta start the sentence, and you'll get to it by the end. All right, let's see how these are looking. Some of these are looking a little bit wimpy, but some of them otherwise are looking beautiful. Look at the robust, look at those leaves, or roots rather. So anyway, these are technically clones of the same plant that I grew last year. Actually, I guess technically all of the ones that look the same are technically the same plant. Are you weak? You are weak. Sorry, honey. You don't belong here. I think I have some coleus seeds somewhere. Well, for coleus seeds, I mean, you probably already know because you're a gardener, but for coleus seeds, you just scatter them on the surface of the soil and add a little water to water them in, but do not cover them. They need bright light to germinate, and then they need bright light for 6 to 8 weeks. Imagine living somewhere where you could literally start your seeds like in a window because it's so warm where you live. You don't need grow lights. Imagine having the sun during your winter. Couldn't be me. Living in Ontario, we like lose the sun for 3 months. And then it's still winter for 3 more months, but at least we have the sun for second winter. First winter is November, December, January. Second winter is February, March, April. And then May is spring. But I am optimistic, and I am convincing myself that spring is actually going to be early. I said this to Alex. I can feel it. Spring's going to be early this year. And he said, "What are you, a groundhog?" And I said, "No, I can feel it." And he said, "Laura, I love you. You said that last year." And I said, "Was I right?" And he said, "No." I was like, "Oh, okay." But I probably was actually right. He's misremembering maybe. That's probably what it is. That sounds right. Okay. Couple more here. Not very many more. So that means I'm going to end up with what? 3, 6, 9, 18. I'm going to end up with 21 coleus plants. How many does Laura need for her garden? Honestly, I'll probably plant like 12 of them. Maybe even more. I might use all 21. 21 is not that huge of a number when it comes to coleus because they get tucked in the garden. You don't like plant coleus, you add coleus to your garden. Like coleus is not the showrunner here, you know? All right, so these 2 little babies don't do anything special and their roots are kind of puny. Do we A, throw them out, give up on them forever? B, plant them anyway? That's right. You got the right answer. It's B. We plant them anyway. Do we have room for them? No. Are we going to have room for them in a week? Absolutely not. But these are problems that are not my problems. These are somebody else's problems. Do you know how I told you before? Future Laura and current Laura, they're not the same woman. All right, the first batch of transplants has been completed. That is this here. We have 21 gorgeous coleus cuttings right here, ready and excited to get, oops, hold on there, to get back under the grow light. I'm just trying to, what are we doing here? What's happening? There we go. Got it. Nailed it. Beautiful. Okay, so first thing finished. I didn't think hard, and that filled up the entire tray, which was not the plan. I'm going to be honest. That was not my plan to do the coleus, but we're here, so we're going to just keep moving. We're going to make it work. I'm going to put these coleus under my grow light. I'll show you from the front how that whole tray looks because it's quite lovely. Look at this. She is a coleus grower. Peekaboo, what are you flopping around for? I can't let you on the table, honey. There's stuff all over it. Okay, you guys look here. And just enjoy yourselves. Have a lovely afternoon. Don't work too hard. Actually, that's a little too close, honestly. Don't mind if I do. Please hold. Excuse me. Sorry, coming through. You shush, Beelzebub. Who do you think you're yelling at? Who do you think you're giving all that attitude to? Hold on, where did I put my other... What am I going to do next? Okay. We will solve our problems as we can, okay? We're going to just figure it out as we go. I have a pee pad underneath my desk also to prevent dirt getting on the floor. I'm very prepared. Be kind, love nature, save the babies. All right, yeah. All right, next I have one of 2 options. I have my malva and I have my firecracker vine. I think I'm gonna do the firecracker vine. Let me show you how beautiful she is up close. Look at her, isn't she cute? She doesn't like her roots getting disturbed, so I watered it thoroughly to lead up to this. And what I want to do is I want to put these plants into these plant pots because I want to be able to plant them directly into the soil outside. And the only way to do that is to have pots that will compost. But I also have to be super delicate when removing these plants because I really don't want to make the roots unhappy. Come on out. Don't be shy. There we go. There you go, honey. See, no problem. I'm on your team. So what my plan is here is to put 2 seedlings in each container because I don't imagine both are going to live. Because even though I'm being really gentle with the roots, they really don't want to be transplanted, so this is still going to be quite upsetting for them. Because I can't explain it to them, it's just happening. And then they're like, oh no, I've died! And I'm like, no, you're good, I promise. It'll take a couple days for them to believe me, but... See, these ones I will not be watering with fertilizer because it will burn them. They're actually too little. Even though they look like they're large, the age of the seedling it's still a baby. These are still babies. As opposed to those cuttings are basically like adults, just teenage adults. Or adults that went into a coma and then woke up, you know? They need a little extra help, but they don't need like full help. Okay, there we go. Oh, you guys can't even see what I'm doing. We love when the angle is of the highest quality, which I will always do for you. Nailed it. Okay, here's my first firecracker vine potted up. Like I said, I'm putting 2 in each one of these pots. That way I can just put the pot right into the garden in the spring. And also, I think that these are going to be too big very quickly. I'm like fairly sure these are going to be unhappy inside. So I probably am gonna have to fertilize these eventually, but not right now. Last year I only had 1 adult plant. So the fact that I have 12 right now is very good. I don't expect that I will finish the spring season with 12 plants. That's just not part of my expectation this time. But last time I didn't have any success growing them inside at all. They just didn't germinate inside. So the fact that they've germinated inside this time it's very good. 2 pots potted up, 4 plants done. Just gonna put them into a tray back here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we will have this empty seed tray to fill with small seedlings that need room to get bigger. Did you guys have a good weekend? I very much enjoyed babysitting Elizabeth. She's so cute and she's so sweet. And I mean, like I said, it was like noon when they dropped her off, which is right at nap time. So she did fall asleep pretty much immediately and slept almost the entire time. But even so, she slept with me in my arms, which is glorious for me. And then when she woke up absolutely just beaming, just so happy to be alive. She was like, oh my God, you're still here? She was so happy. And I'm like, you woke up in a strange place with your mom and dad not here. Are you upset about it? No, not at all. Nothing to worry about. I know you got me, Auntie Laura. And the fact that she knows I got her, ooh, does it make me feel like $1,000,000. I do got you, Elizabeth. Like, she just jumps. She knows I'll catch her. I love that for her. Like, I know I'll catch her, but she knows. These plant pots smell funky, the cardboard ones. I bet that will continue to be true as the cardboard gets repeatedly wet and dry. So, another one done. Beautiful. Okay. And oh, only 2 more pots left to do for these tiny little babies. You know what I did not start seeds for that I have to, actually? I just realized castor bean. I don't have any of those yet. I should start those seeds. I have the seeds, I just didn't start them. Where are those seeds? Because I should have pulled them out with my things I'm gonna grow. Why in the world would they not be there? Maybe I gave them to somebody. All right. Last one. 2 more babies to go into a pot. 1 very small, sad baby, and then 1 very strong, gorgeous, robust. So either the gorgeous, strong, robust one will suffocate its sister and take over the whole pot, or it will help and tell its sister how to grow. And then the 2 little firecracker vines will grow up together and be best friends. Or one will outcompete the other and it will essentially murder its sister. I'm hoping for not that though. So there, last one, potted up. Beautiful, gorgeous, stunning. Now, I don't have any large pots to put these. I was planning on up potting these, but I don't have pots for that just yet. So what I'm gonna do instead is I am going to pick some seedlings that are looking nice and strong that will fit into one of these. Because I now have 3 of them. 3 that are empty. 4 actually, if I count that one over there. So I will just screw up the dirt a little bit. Honestly, I kind of want to pour the dirt out so that we can get our... Oh, okay, you didn't have to pour it out onto me, though. That was maybe not my best choice. That felt like I poured it literally onto myself. I wasn't aiming to do that. That was not... It's not the plan. Okay. Alright, so now we've got this lovely soil. Let's just mix the dry in with the wet a little bit. By the way, if you haven't clicked the thumbs up button yet this morning, please do. Helps the channel grow. You're already here hanging out with us. Okay, let's see who's large enough to go into one of these. I think this celosia is looking pretty good. This celosia. This is the celosia flamingo. Isn't she gorgeous? So I think we should have a good number of those to go into these. So here's how I do my seedlings. This is not how you have to do it, but this is what I do. I plant my seedlings first into a large pot together, or my seeds, I plant them into a large pot. Oh look, a little root coming at the bottom. Then when it's time to up pot them, I take all of them out of the pot at the same time like this. And then I put the whole thing down on my table. I'll get the seed tray I want to use. You've come out and you can go over here. Then I'll add a little dirt, just a bit, to the bottom, just to cover the bottom of each of the little seed things. So that when I put the new baby plant in, the root has some dirt immediately to touch, not plastic. I don't want them to ever have to touch the plastic. Then I take my little seedling box and I'll just sort of pull it apart as gently as I can. And then I'll do that again and again. So there's my first plant. Technically there's another seedling starting on it, but I'm not going to pull that apart because it's so small. And then I can just tuck the little piece into the seed tray with its dirt on it and the roots on it, so it doesn't freak out about being transplanted. Because seedlings have this thing they like to do where they just freak out and die when you move them. And like, honestly, relatable. Don't move me. If I've found a comfortable spot, leave me alone. But at the same time, my sweet little baby celosias, you do actually have to, you have to grow. And to grow, you can be near your sisters, but you can't be on top of one another. You gotta have a chance. You have to spread your wings and stuff. Okay, so it looks like I have 9 seedlings, which is not the right number of seedlings. I if I can be honest with you. That is not the correct number. There's no other secret ones. There are other seedlings here, but they're not celosia. Okay, so that means we're gonna be having 9 of these, which kind of sucks, but that's fine. We will make it work. It's enough, it's just annoying because I have 12 little available holes to fill with plants. Which means the next area is gonna have to be something that's super visually obvious to me and something that I don't have very many of, which doesn't exist. Okay, get those kids all buried. Just giving them a little dirt around the plant. These are gonna get watered like immediately, and that will help them settle into their new apartments. Okay. Oh yeah. I hope you guys are having a good time. I hope this is not horribly boring for you, because for me this is a lot of fun. Are these celosia seedlings? I just don't think that they are, so I'm not gonna bother with it. Put you guys in here, give you a little more dirt, give you a little more foundation, a little more sturdiness. Okay. You're beautiful. Okay, so these are my celosia spicata flamingo, which is awesome. 9 celosia spicata flamingo should be enough. It doesn't feel like enough in this moment of time, but that's because I'm neurotic. It's not real. It is enough. 9 of one plant is enough. It just is. So now we have a new empty pot available, which is great. Now who else is large enough? How about who else is big but doesn't have very many of them? Because I planted a million of everything. You know who's got only a few, which was kind of disappointing? The celosia spicata flamingo. See, they're robust looking plants, but they're very like few of them. That's okay. I can always start more, but I just wish these were stronger to begin with. But look how big this one is. Big, beautiful plant right there. I just ripped off some of the roots. It's fine. Don't panic. Please don't die. I did disturb your roots quite a lot there, but let's just be okay with it. Okay, so this is going to be where my celosia spicata salmon goes. What's more exciting, salmon or flamingo? Probably flamingo. I'm trying to decide, is it okay that I only have 3 salmon, or should I plant more? I mean, I have 4. I have more than 3. I have 4. But still. I'll do that and that. Then I can just top you off with a little dirt. There. Now we have a new seed tray, or new seedling tray, a grow out tray. And these will now all go under the grow light for like 2 weeks, and then in 2 weeks we'll swap these up to large pots again. But one more thing finished. We love it. We love getting the transplants done. I mean, I do. I feel great about it. It's like there are so many garden jobs to do in the spring season, and I love that we have the stream together to do this. Not sure, but salmon is more tasty than flamingo. I mean, I've never had flamingo, so can't confirm. I've never tasted flamingo, Candace. Okay, so the zinnias are doing phenomenally right now, like absolutely amazing. Every single one is doing so good. Look at this. Look at that. Every single one came up. Is that not so satisfying to see? Every zinnia came up. Let's do zinnias next. So these are pretty small seedlings right now, these zinnias. They are only with their first 2 leaves. They don't even have any true leaves yet. But zinnias are so strong and tough. They can handle being transplanted pretty much at any time. Like, I'm really not concerned about hurting the plants right now, because zinnias are friggin' beasts. All right, look at the roots. Oh my gosh. Beautiful roots, beautiful. Oh, look at that. Look at this. Let me show, would you look at this? Look at that one long taproot. Look at this already branching out. So these, I don't have to pot around them, I can just dig the hole down with the little tool and then do my best to get that taproot pointed down so that we don't end up death spiraling. And then I'll just do that with each one. Oh, I'm so proud of you guys. This is the polar bear zinnia, which is a white with a green center. Really cute little flower. I've never grown it before, but I am interested in seeing if I like to look at a white flower. I don't know if I'm actually going to enjoy looking at this, so I'm not planting a lot in my garden. I know I have 16 seedlings right now, but that's not my final count. That's just that's the initial seedling thing. Am I too far from the mic, by the way? I have spring fever here in Maine beyond the grid. What zone are you growing in? I'm growing in zone probably like 7 and change. I don't know if it's 7A or 7B. My parents grow in like 30 minutes away from me, and their zone is a microclimate of zone 8. So I'm like, I would say I'm zone 7, but I don't know where. It's climate change is also making it impossible to really understand what zone I'm in, because the zone, even though technically I'm in that zone, like certain things that shouldn't perennialize here do, because it's the zone number is changed since I was a child, you know? Like I feel like we probably were zone 7, and then a generation of gasoline and plastic later, now we're going to be zone 8. Either way, it doesn't matter. The point is, it's warm enough. It was 17 degrees this weekend. Welcome beyond. I think you're 6B. I think I'm 7. I think I'm 7, Candace. And if I'm 6B, I don't want to know that, because that's a winter climate. That climate is too cold. 6B? No. No, thank you. No, thanks. I would like to be a 7. Thank you. I do not accept this distinction you have made of me being in the 6s. I just disagree with it overall. So thank you. Same here. The zone has changed here in Maine. We're now kind of a 6A. We were at 5 before. That's a big change. It's a big change. But even though existentially it causes me feelings of dread, on the local level, as I've said many times, climate change, bad. Climate change for Laura specifically, good. Climate change, like as a rule, bad. Knock it off. I do not support the anthropogenic changing of the climate. Big bad. It's real. It's coming for us. However, on the personal side of things, don't mind if I do. I don't live near any open ocean, so my land is not going to flood. I live in the friggin' tundra, so the idea of having that not be the case, beautiful, love it. At the same time, I also recognize that it's bad. It's not good. It's not very funny, is it? It's serious. All right. There we are. All right, so now we have 13 polar bear zinnias ready to go, looking beautiful. Look at that. Would you look at this? Climate change is bad. Yes, climate change is bad. 100%. Every time, 10 out of 10, climate change, bad. But it's one of those, you know? I agree with you. I would never say that we should ignore climate change. We should all do our part to prevent it from getting worse. And by all of us, I mean the multi-billion-dollar corporations who are causing most of these problems. They should definitely do something about that. But also, it was 17 degrees this weekend, and I really enjoyed it. You know? But very bad, though. Very bad. 100% bad. We don't want it. We love having no poisonous animals in Canada. We love having no overwintering insects. All these things are great. However, you know what I'm saying? So, what's Maine's growing looking like right now? Are we starting seeds already, or are we waiting a little longer? Okay, so who's next, girls? Let's go, girls. Do, 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 do. Okay, I have more zinnias. So many zinnias. What is happening? These ones haven't even dropped their seed covers yet. Happy birthday, girls. These ones just came up. These are the bedding zinnia. This one will be the Happy Rolf's. Happy Rolf's zinnia. Happy Rolf's is a animal rescue for farm animals in our area. And you can go there and it's like a petting zoo. I don't know if you're actually allowed to pet any of them. I think they might all be not accessible for pets. But either way, it's like a petting zoo. You can look at it's like a zoo, I guess, but it's not a zoo because it's like a farm. What kind of zinnias are those? I did the ballerina zinnia last year. I'm so happy growing. Oh, so happy growing 12. You did the ballerina? I have the ballerina this year. Zinderella. No, it's not ballerina. It's Zinderella. It's not ballerina. The ballerina zinnia. What's a ballerina zinnia? That sounds nice. I'm guessing some kind of wispy pink. A barely pink. Okay, now we're going to fill up this guy with our next set of zinnias. There are some small plants that are getting replanted into these seed trays, like plants that started sprouting. Not concerned. Not concerned. When I see small baby plants growing with my other plants, I just go like, okay, that's fine. That's my bad. But they're friends. I don't know if they're friends, but it feels like they could be. Look at those gorgeous roots. Peel them right off that. And tuck you right in there. Okay, actually, I do need this all the way full. Waiting a little longer, but I did start some winter lettuce and a few cabbages that I'm putting in a cold frame this week. I am so pumped for that for you. I wish I had room for food like cabbages. I can do lettuce because it doesn't take up much room, but cabbages for me are just not worth the space, even though I love cabbage. I am a very limited space city garden. Everything is in either raised beds or pots, and I'm growing on a concrete slab in the middle of the city. So while I would love to have the space for that sort of thing, I just feel like right now I can't do it because it's like it is stealing from a flower if I do that. Whereas when I lived on the farm, it wasn't stealing from any flowers. I could have all of the flowers I wanted and also grow vegetables. Whereas here it's like, if I'm growing vegetables, that means flowers are being denied. So this zinnia that I'm putting in the little seed starter trays is a bedding zinnia. So it's short. I just got dirt all over my face. I can feel it. Great. Pink and peach colors. Oh, beautiful. Oh, wow. That's a perfect root. So these ones are going to be a shorter plant, but it's going to have a lot of flowers on it. So this one would be like towards the front of the garden, whereas the polar bear zinnia is a tall one, so I will plant that towards the back of the garden. Oh, I was so happy yesterday. It was so beautiful out. Toby is so excited to be able to go on walks again. Let me tell you, I can walk by his leash and he'll stand up and start staring at me. He's like ready. He's ready. Just came across a small Canadian seed store online, Kitchen Table Seed House. Ooh, that sounds fun. I love the name, Kitchen Table, because that's totally where I'm doing my seed stuff. Okay. So this zinnia is so beautiful. It is short, which I don't usually lean towards with zinnias because I don't know. I don't know what it is. I have feelings about things that don't necessarily come from any sense. It's like taller is better. No, it's not. Not if you need to decorate the front part of your garden, Laura. More tall. You don't need more tall. You need more small and medium. You have lots of tall available. But either way, this zinnia is going to make a difference. This year, I'm going to plant a bunch of these in my front garden, which I don't usually plant. My front garden, I just throw seeds and then I don't water it or look at it or ever worry about it again because I don't deal with the front of my garden very often. My back garden is where I actually put effort, energy, and time into. There we go. And the last one. Happy birthday, everybody. There are still a couple here. I will just tuck them in because I'm still not ready to sacrifice zinnias. They're just too special to get rid of this early. Oh, I have an itch. Okay. So they have cool plant charts on them. Ooh, like when to do planting. Where are they located, Candace? Are they in our area or are they just Canadian? Man, just got so itchy. Ugh. Sorry. There we go. Give everybody a little extra dirt. This is why when we eventually have land, I will need a garden place, like a greenhouse, because I like to be dirty when I'm playing with dirt. I don't care to try and be neat. That's why the pee pad is underneath me and on the desk, because I'm just never, I can say I'll try to be neat, it's just not gonna happen. All right, there we go. Zinnia number 2 finished. Best of luck with your flowers. I found your channel today and I've subscribed. I'll check back to see how they're growing. Oh, before you head out, thank you for subscribing. Click the thumbs up button also, but before you head out, just know I live stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 9 a.m. till 12 p.m. and I put out new crochet tutorials on Tuesdays, just so you're in the loop about when stuff happens. Okay, and then this can come out there. All right, zinnia number 2, donezo. Beautiful, gorgeous, amazing. Okay, now who is next? Near Kingston. Oh, okay. Wolf Island. Probably in the Thousand Islands area. Okay. I wonder if there actually are 1,000 islands. It's an area near Kingston in Ontario that is called Thousand Islands. And there are a lot of islands because it's like swamp, basically. So the islands are just all over the place. But I wonder how many there actually are. Okay. That's next. Who else do we have 12 of? Oh, we definitely have 12 white petunias. Should we up pot these gorgeous girls? Look at how happy those are. Let's see what else there is that could be up potted. I think that this zinnia could also get up potted. Ooh, the sanguinea. Those ones are also now all sprouted, which is great. They have something called Snow Puff Cosmos. Pretty. Ooh, I bet you they're double click Cosmos, but just the white. That's cool. Well, maybe next year I will have those, Candace, because I have the double click Cosmos series. I just don't have them organized by color, but I will save the seeds organized by color, so maybe next year I'll be able to say that. Okay, here we go. See how you look in here, Mr. Sanguinea. Oh, what gorgeous, gorgeous roots. Get you guys all settled out. Beautiful. Put our little tag in here and then start pulling our babies out. Get them all settled in their new homes. And they will stay in these little homes for a couple of weeks, probably 2 weeks. And then in 2 weeks, they will go back into a pot like this, but they will each get their own pot. Like, as much as this is a lot of labor to do it this way, it saves a lot of pots, because if I needed individual pots for each plant right now, I don't have enough. Like if I were to just put one seed in each of those green pots, it wouldn't work for me. This way I can start lots and then just transplant as needed, because they don't all come up at the same rate. They also all don't grow out at the same rate. That is the smallest little root set I've ever seen, but I'm not going to give up on you. I'm sure your roots are great. Look at that root. How could that other one have no root yet? All right, tuck you in. Gorgeous. She's beautiful. This one I'm really excited about. It's a cupcake variety, it's a different shape than my regular zinnias. And it also is this bloody carmine sort of red. Like, I think it's going to be a pinky red in the end, but it looks quite exciting. It's quite exciting to look at. Ooh, some of these roots are just perfect already. And I hope the transplant does not upset them too much. I think I'm very pleased that the zinnias are basically 100% germination. I think they are. Because I have 2 left, 12, 13, 14. I think I planted 16. 14 out of 16 to sprout and look good, like good, strong sprouts. That's a very good germination rate. It did say 95% on it, I believe, so that checks out. What's 95%? That would be 18 out of 20. Or 19 out of 20 is 95. So that checks out. This is a lot of seedlings. Okay, this one also had a very short root, so I'm just going to give it a sibling to help it decide to grow that long taproot it needs. And now these are done. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. They do need water. Obviously, everybody needs water. After they get transplanted, that is. But I will do that after, and I will water them just with regular water. Okay, white petunias, hummingbird salvia. I don't think I have room for you guys right now. Petunias, do I want you guys, or do I have 12 marigolds? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's like a sad 12, though. It's not like a strong 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. No, these can have a little bit more time. The 12 of them are not strong. What zinnia are you? Zinnia, salmon, oh, summer pinwheels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Not enough. Well, we could do 2 in 1. That's an option. So in one of them we can do Lavaterra. And in one of them, what else will we put up? I don't think I have very many pansies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. So we will do pansies and Lavaterra together. And this is just dirt. Just dirt. And I tried to take a cutting, it didn't work. Okay. Gorgeous, gorgeous. By the way, I would love to hear what you guys have to say about picking a specific color for the garden. Does it matter to you, or do you just think, who cares? Just plant all the colors in the garden. Everything is perfect. I am of the mind that there are some really specific things that should not be planted, or specific colors that I do aim to avoid. For those of you that are not new here, you already know about this, and you know that I am not a huge fan of orange. However, in the situation that I find myself in, which is one where I want to grow calendula, I'm gonna have to deal with some orange in my garden. I'm just always avoiding it. Okay, so I'll do some Lavaterra because there aren't many of those that germinated, which is fine. I don't feel like I need very many Lavaterra. They are annuals. They're gigantic. So I think what I'll do is I'll just plant 6 of them, because I don't think I want to grow more than just one. My plan is to just have one Lavaterra of each flavor. I have 2 different colorways, and I want to just have one of each. I'll give the rest away and trade with my sister. Not trade with my sister. I'll give them to my sister. I'll trade with other people. But yeah, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that appear to have done quite well. So those will be those 6. How are your roots looking? Oh, beautiful, robust, lovely roots. put you guys down in here. Then I can just grab my little seedling. Can you let go? Thank you. I feel like there was too much dirt because I didn't think they were going to have that much root yet. But alas. Wait, did I say I wanted to do the Lavaterra in paper cups too? Oh my god, why nausea? Sorry, one sec. Much better. Okay, why is there a full-on rock in there? That's fine. Okay, next. Lavaterra number 2. I want to call it Lavertia, but that's literally not how it's spelled at all. But I want to call it that because that's what it looks like when I think about the word. Lavertia. It's Lavaterra. L-A-V-A-T-E-R-A. There's no Lavertia in there. One, two, three. Do we have any other babies that are just not all the way sprouted yet? Or are you just random loose roots? Just a random root. Okay, cool. Okay, so we actually only have 5 Lavaterra, not 6. So we'll just have to remember what a pansy looks like in comparison to this obviously visually different plant. I'm gonna have a very big garden. Okay. That looks good. That looks good. We're gonna move you actually to this back one. Okay, good, happy, lovely, healthy. Everybody's doing well. Lavaterra, please don't die because I don't want to redo it. I don't want to do it again. Are you just a root or are you attached to something? You're just a root. All right, next is the mammoth pansy in white, which I am really hoping we can get it to bloom because I've never grown pansies from seed before. So I'm excited to see it succeed. It would make me feel very cool and very successful. I planted so many seeds here and still there are only a few tiny little seedlings. Hopefully they can survive until spring. That would be my ideal situation. But I'm also not a doctor, so I'll just do my best. Okay. Oops, that one might die. Some of you may die. That one, I broke the root as I pulled it out. Where did that go? That's not it. Did I just lose one? Stupid. Alright, let's try again. With you and with you. Sorry, I have to pay attention when I'm doing this. And that's difficult for me. Don't know if you noticed. Okay, there we go. 1, 2, 3. Get in there. That one had a good, strong root. And there we go. Okay, actually we have 6. We have 6 white pansies. 6 possible white pansies. Not 6 white pansies. 6 possibilities. Let's hope all 6 live. I doubt it, but I'm hopeful. I doubt, but I'm hopeful. Please don't die, little flowers. You're cute and you're little babies. All right, there we go. Now we have mammoth white pansies and lavaterra together. Why do I not have a bottom for them? How did this happen? What are we doing here? Why is there mold in this one? That's not very polite. All right, another one down. Now the shelves are gonna start filling up. The intensity is about to increase in my plan here, my garden plan, because there are now so many little tiny plants. Okay, let's see. Anybody else getting transplanted? Actually, Jolly Jesters, are there really not 12? That looks like 12. There's a billion of these and a billion of these. We could do all of those. Oh, there's another zinnia. Gorgeous. We have zinnia, Zinderella, peach, lilac. Nope, just Zinderella lilac. So, Ms. Zinderella, these cuttings are all rather disappointing, so we are going to just pull these out. Maybe we'll transplant them later, but I don't care about them right now, so they are dead to me. Then I will harvest the soil. We love that. Oh, the mess out here. It's pretty messy. Okay. And also quite wet. Why is this so wet? The soil. That's why there was mold. That's how you get ants. So I have this fun thing I'm doing where Julia, my little sister, it's her first year of growing seeds, like growing flowers from seed. And so she planted a bunch of stuff, she just planted willy-nilly. And she was like, look, I have my cosmos and my nasturtiums. And I was like, you've already planted cosmos and nasturtiums? She said, I planted everything. You plant them at different times. And she was like, oh well. And she's got it all started. But she said, I don't know what I'm going to grow. And I said, I know what I'll do. I'm going to give her some of my baby plants because I'm not going to keep all of them, but I'll give her some when they're babies so that she has the chance to like grow them, you know, like grow them out. Oops, sorry, honey. I just squished one of my zinnias. Please don't die. Okay. All right. Give a little whistle. Give a little whistle. And always let your conscience be your guide. All right, another one. This is the Zinderella lilac cupcake. Zinnia Zinderella lilac. It's a cupcake variety, and it's very, very cute. And the color is like a pinky, a purpley pink, I would call it. It's not a pinky purple. It's a soft color, like a soft pale color. And it's like a pale pinky purple. It's very cute. It's gonna do great. And it's tall, which I love. We love a tall one. So the zinnia varieties this year that I have are the sanguinea or the sanguinea, which is a red pink. And then I've got the Zinderella lilac, which is a purple pink. And then I've got polar bear, which is white. I've got golden, which is golden yellow. And then I also have salmon and blush pink ruffles. Blush. It might be Victorian Wedding or Precious Metals from Floret. It's a fancy variety that I saw growing at a church garden, and I took a dead flower head. I asked, don't worry, there was a man there, and I said, can I take seeds? He said yes. So, for these reasons, I'm in. I really, really would like the peach ruffles one to come out peach and ruffly, but since they're from saved seeds, I don't really know what I'm going to get because it's going to be cross-pollinated with all of its sisters. And if that's the case, then some of the other ones there, almost all of them were like muted tones, like the Precious Metals and Victorian Wedding, but some of them were bright colors, and I don't like bright colored zinnias typically. I prefer muted colors in general for flowers. I don't want like true red, true blue, true orange. I want everything to be a color that's near, but not necessarily identical. Wow, some of these roots are so beautiful. The Zinderella lilac. Very good, strong, robust roots. Makes sense. This was like a brand new purchased seed packet for this year, so it should have like perfect germination. Probably it also has 95%. I see, is that a zinnia? I don't think that one's a zinnia. So that means I have also a germination of 14 out of 16. Because I planted 16 seeds and I have 14 surviving seedlings, which is fine. That's just fine by me. That's a good germination rate. I wonder if they would like that information from me. Hello, just so you know, I too had a 95 germination rate. They'd be like, yeah, that's why we put the number there. We don't need you to tell us that. We're telling you that. But I could be like, I know. I was just telling you that I know. Thank you. All right. There we go. Now the zinnias are, I think that's almost all of them. I just have the goldens, which are not germinating well. I think I have to replant the golden zinnias. Okay, so that's our first set done. I'm going to take a quick break here. I'm not going to be leaving. I'm just going to be moving out of frame. I'm going to take these flowers and put them into the room with the grow lights. I'm going to put them back on their grow lights. It's just to clear out some space for us here. And always let your conscience be your guide. Okay. I'm going to just water them real quick too while I'm in here. We're gonna have to turn on all the lights now. I haven't had to turn on all my lights yet. Now it's time. Be right back. I just spilled dirt all over the floor. I'll be right back, okay? All right, crisis averted. Hi, Tobe. Hi, Mr. Toblerone. Okay, now you can go in here. You guys can all go there. Okay. Who else? You guys can also go in here. Not ready to move you yet. Okay. And okay, that'll have to do for that. Super duper. Now, what do we got here? Who else could be upgraded? Honestly, I do probably have enough pots now to do these. So let me just grab a little bit more dirt. Okay, whew. Now I'm sweating. Okay, let me get another. I'll be right back. I'm still here. I need more supplies. Let's keep working. I have my dirt here. Honestly, I think it might work best if I just put this on the floor so we can fill up those pots. Okay, so let me just loosen this dirt up first. It's just dirt, Toby. You literally see it every day. It's just in a new spot. Okay, there. So now I have pots. I'm gonna fill up, I guess, 12 of them. I guess I'll just fill up all 21 really, because I'm gonna be having to plant other things. So I'm gonna do that. I think I want it to be like halfway, not quite full. Maybe like just up to that first line. I guess that's more than halfway, but still. 1, 2. 3. The lobelia, I wanted you to see how much it's grown because we are having a little lobelia growth spurt. And I could probably up pot it, but I think I'm just gonna thin them out for now. I don't think I'll up pot them just yet. Almost there. I did go to the thrift store on the weekend, which was a lot of fun. I found a plate. I can't show it to you because I don't know where it is, but it's just another one of the leaf plates that I like. Okay, so I have 12 pots now, which is a good start. I am trying to decide if I want to do these celosia 2 to a pot, because I don't care about them as much. These are random celosia. They're not mine. They're seeds from the seed swap, and they're just called assorted celosia. I planted 2 varieties, assorted and coxcomb, both from seeds that I got at the seed swap, and I don't know what they're gonna be. Obviously, my number one fear is that they will be orange, but there's also a possibility that the coxcomb variety is ugly to me when they grow. I know I see them at other people's homes and I think they look neat, but I don't know how I'm going to feel about seeing them at my home. So I may just 2 to a pot them so I don't have to have as many pots used for a plant that I don't know if I'm even going to really like. These ones I think I have to dig out individually. Because they could just be orange. And if they're orange, well, like, what am I supposed to do then? Just have orange flowers? I don't think so. So then I sacrifice them once they bloom, which feels evil. So I'd rather just not even grow them to begin with. But I also am curious because I got the seeds from a seed swap. So I want to know what they could be. Maybe they're beautiful and pink, you know? They could be. It's possible. They look so velvety, so soft, so lovely. They are quite lovely. I don't know about velvety, but they do have a really nice texture to them. I wonder what I would call it. I don't know if it's not velvety, it's something else. It's like it has a sheen to it. It doesn't have a texture though, just the sheen. So I feel like velvety would also include like it feels nice. These don't feel like they have a texture. They just kind of look. That one's a gorgeous one. It's too bad that you can't tell them apart because I didn't mark them different, the assorted versus coxcomb. So the assorted and coxcomb are both together here, which I don't want a lot of coxcomb celosia. If I have that, I'm sure I will find a way to love it and be interested in it, but that's not my goal. That's not my plan. Sorry, I got distracted in my kitchen when I went to feed Max. Understandable. Peekaboo learned a trick. I filmed it. I just have to get the clip onto Discord for you guys. She, when I tell her up, knows to like stand up on her hind legs. Because every morning for breakfast, I noticed when I would tell Toby to do it, she started doing it, and I was like, she's training herself. I'm not doing this. And then a few days ago, I tried it, where I just said it to her, and she just did it. And I was like, whoa, she actually knows it. And then I showed Alex, and he was like, that's sick. That's a cat that knows things. I don't know that he used any of those words, but, you know, the vibe was there. Too much dirt. Let's see. Turned into making tea, filling the coffee, washing the lone pot in the sink because I wanted a bowl of strawberries and a banana. Had to fill the sugar bowl, all because Max was starving. Yeah, it is really cute. And it's so, like, how is she smart like that? I also think 2 celosias can survive until spring in one of these pots. Maybe what I'll do is I'll do 6 pots with 2 in them and 6 pots with 1 in them. I don't know. That might feel, it still feels wasteful of pots. I don't even want to use 6. I don't even want to use 12 pots. So what am I going to do? You know what I'll do? If it's not celosia, if it's a celosia that's not labeled, that means it's one of the assorted. Because I can tell what celosia looks like also. They're quite visually obvious. Okay. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So that's 12 celosia. But I also would like to share some. So I should put some more in pots. I'm convincing myself of something in real time. I just don't want to wait all summer for the celosia flower to find out it's a coxcomb, you know what I mean? Because it's fine, it's pretty, it's just I like cutting and dehydrating my flowers, and the coxcomb is fine for dried flower arrangements, but it's not good for pressing. And it's not good for, you know, other such things. But it's pretty in its own way. I'm not trying to bully it. Okay, this one, I have 3 left. No, I have 4 left, so 2 and 2 it is. Good morning, good morning. Welcome, welcome. I'm planting Many, many things. Well, I'm transplanting. I'm not planting. Wednesday live stream. That's the live stream that you come to if you want to see me planting. Monday right now is transplant day for the beautiful, beautiful baby girls that are coming out of the ground for us. Happy birthday, lovelies. Okay, so we have 9 little green pots, but each pot has 2 celosias in it. So we have 18 celosia coxcombs. So I will just shove that in one of them. What are you doing? Okay, and now these need to be refilled, but like evenly. And like loosely. And then we can put the petunias in here, which will free up another pot. We love it. We love it. Ugh. I'm mostly filling the seed tray in this one because petunias they're not very big. So I won't need to remove much soil to get them in here. These are white petunias. I'm growing so many white petunias this year. It is a wonderful thing. I'm very excited about it. Last year I had, I don't know, I got plants from my mom. So maybe 6 plants, 6 petunias. And this time I have 100. There's going to be a lot. It's going to be great. But these ones are white. And last year I had a few colors, but the white was so stunning. So I saved seeds, and my sister Julia also saved seeds. So I planted them, and now I have all of these little baby petunias who are going to be so beautiful, and they grow so fast once they get their own space. I remember every year when my mom does the transplant at this size, it feels like pointless when she's doing a transplant of such tiny little seedlings. Like, wait till they're bigger. And I swear, as soon as she puts them into their next size, they like triple in size in like a couple of days. So I'm hoping for the same thing. These will be starting to be watered with a plant food. It's not like a strong fertilizer. It's like a liquid fertilizer, and I'm going to dilute it by like 4. So my sister said for her houseplant, she uses about 1 tablespoon per gallon of water. So I'll probably do like a teaspoon in 2 or 3 gallons. Just to really dilute it, but still give the babies a little bit of something extra, because this soil is not, well, I mean, it has enough nutrition, but I still want it to have more. I still want them to have the opportunity to get very large. Also, I think one of my dahlias is large enough that we could start taking cuttings off of it, but I'm nervous because if I take a cutting off of it, what if it doesn't throw up a new sheet? 100 is a good number. I just dropped some coxcomb yesterday. Oh, cool. Good morning, everybody. What type of plant food? I think it's just Miracle-Gro. It's dark brown liquid, and it's in a spice jar Julia put together for me. I didn't look at it. I didn't see. I did see when she did it, but I wasn't paying attention, so I couldn't tell you what it actually is, but I'm pretty sure it's Miracle-Gro. I don't know that we have access to many kinds of plant food here, and I feel like when in doubt, it's probably Miracle-Gro. And I was only planning on doing 12 petunias right now, but it looks like this container has way more than 12 seedlings in it. I think I'm just going to save 12. I think I'm going to let the other ones die. I have so many more already potted up. I probably have 48 others potted up already. So I don't think I need that many. But it's so hard because they're so robust and they look so beautiful. And I just want them to all have a chance. But like, I can't have a garden that is only white petunias. I could. That'd be sick, let's be honest. That's a lot of flowers. Are you a small market flower gardener? Or are you a small market flower gardener? Or what? That's a lot of one flower. Yes, Candace, but it's a lot of one really cool flower. Tell me you don't think white petunias would be a sick full garden plant. And you know what? I plant a lot of white petunias. Like last year, I think I planted like 6 plants in one small area, and they looked so good. So now I have, I'm being really brave, and by that I mean I'm going to just put I'm going to put 2 in one seed thing. They just look so healthy. It feels so wrong to just let them die. Like, look at how beautiful this one seedling looks. It's so happy. So it can live with its sister now. And if they are starving each other, we'll deal with that when the time comes. Right now, they're just babies. They can't starve each other. I'll just feed them more if they starve each other. Okay. So there's another set of white petunias and done. Beautiful. Never heard of white marigolds. I had white marigolds and I hated them. I found them so annoying. They only put one flower out at a time. And the flower they put out would get ratty so quick because white flowers get ratty quick. That's what I love about petunias. They get ratty and drop. The moment the edges of a petunia look yucky, it's done. They fall off. Or you rip them off. You don't have to care about petunias. The flowers are so prolific. If you pull off the flowers, tomorrow they will be replaced. So for me, it's a yes. Okay, so these are the lobelia. I am nervous about these ones. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to transplant into other pots, but I'm not going to do individual seedlings because they're so close together right now. What I'll do instead, oh, look at their cute roots. They have such simple little roots. What I'm going to do instead is I'm going to grab my tweezers. I'm going to so gently tease away some of the seedlings and put them into a plant pot to see if I can even do that. And if it seems like they're too stuck together, what I'll do is I'll just grab little bunches to start, like this. That way I don't have to disrupt the roots too much, and I can just put those little bunches into a new pot. Some of them will die, and then some of them will be able to get stronger. I don't want to plant them individually yet. I just don't think they're strong enough to survive on their own. So I'll do it like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just 4 little clumps. And then those will fill out, and whoever gets largest in those sets of 4 little clumps, that will be the victor. I don't know how many I need of lobelia, like how many lobelia plants I will actually need when the time comes to plant. But I feel like if they are making this many babies, I probably should have a few of them, right? Let's see. Me either. The seeds were sent to me. Really? I hope mine don't get ratty. Where are you planting them though? Like I said, I am using raised garden beds and I am also using plant pots. The garden that I have is entirely above ground. I do not have access to earth. Everything is on top of the ground. Okay, lobelia, number 1. So it's like you might not have ones that will get ratty if you're planting them in perfect conditions, but I'm never doing that. Sorry, I'm looking for my little marker for my plant marker. Got it. Lobelia purple. Hi, baby. Good. And another lobelia. Do I have anyone else I can put into that? No. Okay. Good. Anyway, yeah, I found them just because the flower is white. So it shows. And marigold flowers stay on the plant a long time. They will be in raised beds. I mean, don't trust me. Grow everything you want to grow and trust only from your own growing experience, because what I found is that that does way better than believing what anyone else says. All of the ways that I said that I believed, like I go only based on my mom's growing experience. So when she told me as a child, petunias attract aphids, I took that as I don't want to grow petunias because they attract aphids. Whereas as an adult, I understand if they're attracting the aphids, my other flowers are not. The flowers I want to pick won't have aphids on them. I don't pick petunias. They just sit beautifully in the garden. So if they get aphids, it doesn't matter. I'm not interacting with them. I would rather have the petunias have aphids versus my marigolds, you know? So even though the advice of my mom was just a piece of information, they attract aphids. As a child, I took that to be a bad thing. Bugs are bad. I don't want bugs in my garden when I grow up. I will never grow petunias. And later in life, I told my mom that, and she said, had no memory of ever even saying that. And she was like, well, yeah, they're a trap plant. But that's not what my childhood brain heard. So I just say, grow whatever you want. You will find out what does not work. Because something that doesn't work for me may work so well for you. Like, my mom does not care about some of the plants that I grow. Like, they're not plants that she cares about. And then some of them, I started growing them, and now she grows them every year. So it's like, I don't know. I think that gardens are magic, and you should just play with the magic. I have not had a good experience with white marigolds. I've not had a good experience with some flowers, but mostly I have an okay experience. Okay, I think I'll do like 3 lobelia. That way I'll have, or maybe I'll do, I don't know. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing right now because this feels like a good next step for these. I didn't know they attracted aphids. Thanks. Yes. But if you're growing nasturtiums, it's good to have petunias because, well, unless you're using nasturtiums as a trap crop. A lot of people use nasturtiums as a trap crop for aphids and rabbits because both animals will try to eat them. But for rabbits, it will deter them from eating your stuff because it's spicy, like the flavor of nasturtium. But for me, I want to eat my nasturtium, so I don't want to use my nasturtium as a trap crop. So for that reason, I want also to have petunias so that that can be my trap crop. Trap crop. Doesn't sound like a real word, but it is. Okay. So these lobelia, I'm really hopeful that these will continue to do well, but they're so little, there's a possibility I will have wide-scale losses on these. So maybe what I'll do with the last big chunk that seems to have a good amount of space, 1, 2, 3, 4, this one, I'll just replant it. Actually, I think I could still break these, maybe in half, because the parallel roots are what's holding them all together. Lovely. God, I love garden. I love garden. I can't wait. It's soon, you guys. Let me see. I eat mine too for jellies. Nasturtium in jelly? Jelly nasturtium? Are we talking about the same plant? How do you jelly nasturtiums? I mean, I'm here for it. I just need to understand. Lobelia. Okay, one more lobelia. That'll be 5 lobelia, which is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 plants in the end of lobelia, which is a lot. However, I will share. It's like this feeling where I feel like I'm trying to convince you, but we all know what's actually happening and who's being convinced. It's me. It's me! Okay. Lobelia, complete. Beautiful. We love her. We're proud of her. Now, who else is big enough for a new life? White petunias, we just put you in there, so you're not big enough for a new life. Zinnias, you guys aren't really big enough for a new life yet. You know who could go through a little metamorphosis is the mixed straw flowers. Mixed straw flowers. Words are hard. Okay, so these, I have 1,000 of them in one plant pot. What I think I'll do instead is I'll put 4 of them per plant pot, and I'll just have more plant pots. These are not organized by color, which is fine, but I do like knowing what color I'm growing, so I do have a little bit of angst about it. But these are seeds I saved, so I know I liked all the colors I grew. Do you see how, like, it doesn't need to be this serious, Laura? It's literally like a flower garden. Relax. But I feel like it is that serious because it's my flower garden. And I'm going to be looking at it for like months every single day. But the funny thing is I act like it's serious, but it doesn't even matter because if these are the ugliest straw flowers you've ever seen, I'll probably still love them. it'll take a lot for me to not like flowers that I grow. I just prepare ahead of time like I hate certain things. That way I'll work harder to prevent it because I love everything. So I have to like trick myself into hating so that I don't save every single seedling. Like, I don't hate orange. I just don't want it in my garden. If it shows up in my garden, I'm not likely to actually kill it. I'll be going, ugh, why is there orange over there? But you know what? It'll make it the whole rainbow, which is good. So it's fine. Let's see. Steep the flowers like a tea and then add pectin to make your jelly. Okay. I'll try that this year. That sounds fun. I grow so many nasturtiums every single year. I'll try to make a spicy jelly, a radish flavored spicy jelly. Do you add sugar to it or anything else, or is it literally just the flavor of nasturtium? I feel like you'd want to add sugar. I mean, the pectin needs sugar to activate, I guess, right? Doesn't pectin need sugar? I'm not a doctor, but I feel like it. It does. Let's see. This is my first years with straw flowers. Any tips? Any tips for straw flowers? They're really easy. I feel like they were a really easy flower to deal with this last couple of years. What would be a good recommend? I would say cut the flowers off. Like, don't let it make seeds until August or September even. Like, before the flower starts to look like it's dying, cut it. And not just cut off the flower, cut off like a foot of stem underneath the flower at least. I usually cut it back to the next like armpit, whatever that's called, the next join. And that will get you 2 more flowers out of it. If you just leave it there, you won't get nearly as many flowers. My mom just leaves her straw flowers. She doesn't tend to them at all once the season starts. And that's fine, like it works, but because she does it that way, it's short, and that's fine. But I like mine to get tall and have like 30 flowers, whereas my mom's will stay, I don't know, 2 feet tall, and they may only have 10 flowers in the season because she doesn't do it. She just puts them in the ground, and then the world, the gods take care of them. And my mom has like perfect conditions, so they do live a happy life. They just don't get as tall as mine. So I also, something I do at the beginning and honestly throughout the season with all of my flowers is I break the lowest branches off. I usually cut them if it's something that I'm worried about making sick by introducing germs, like my cosmos. But I cut off all the lower branches. Like, you know, if you watch a video tutorial about how to deal with tomatoes, I do that with all my flowers. So it's like when a branch is the lowest branch, I rip it off. No thing should have a low, pointless branch. It allows more airflow between the plants if you plant a lot of things, which I do. I never follow growing instructions. I plant way too many things, but then I have lots of flowers. But yeah, those are the things that I have as tips. But at the same time, I found straw flowers to be a really easy to grow, easy to transplant, they're a pretty easy plant, I think. Like, they're not going to freak out about anything, which is super. Okay, so I have 4 in each pot, and I have 4 pots. So that's a good number. Do I want to do 1 more pot? Maybe. Just to round us up to 20. Yes, I do that with my tomatoes. So if you are interested in an experiment, try it with a couple of your flowers this year. You will find that they get way taller. Like my cosmos are all 10 feet by the end of the season. Like they are all 10 feet. And then my zinnias are all 6 feet. And my amaranth is usually 10 feet, 8 feet to 10 feet. And my cleome is usually 8 feet to 10 feet, just because I believe it's because I break off the lower branches as it's growing. So it always is pushing up. Like, it always is trying to grow taller. Even with my sunflowers, I do that. The lowest branches are garbage. I don't want them on my plants. that's my experience. I don't know if my experience is like the truth or if my experience is like a dumb luck thing, but I've done that now for several years, and my plants have always been doing really well for several years. And when I compare them to my mom's plants, my mom is like an expert farmer, so she's my touch base about, am I doing a good job with my gardening? I base it on her stuff, because her stuff is always doing well. She has a greenhouse, she has a farm, everything is just in it's just a different level. And what did I want to say about the fact that it's a different level? Nothing. Just she's on a different level than me. So I use her as my example when I'm growing. If something's going a way that I don't understand, I just compare it to hers. And I go, this does not look like when mom does it. Or this looks just like when mom does it. And that's why I know my petunias are doing well, because it looks just like when mom does it. I've never done petunias before. I've never done pansies before. But what I'm doing right now looks like when mom does it, so it's probably right. Does your mom have a YouTube channel? No. No, she does not. She's just a regular flower farmer. She doesn't even sell her flowers like at a market. She just grows. My mom and dad have 14 acres, and my mom grows probably 1,000 tomatoes, probably 1,000 peppers, probably 1,000 eggplants. Like the plants, not 1,000 of the individual fruit, 1,000 plants. She does a plant sale in the spring, but then she just plants all of her stuff on the farm. And then people come throughout the later part of the summer to do pick your own. Like they'll fill a basket with produce and then pay my parents for produce. What are you again? You're baby's breath, right? Hold on. You're not labeled. No, you're not baby's breath. You're sweet alyssum. I need to label you. I need to label one of you. Anyway, no YouTube channel for her, just regular life. Sweet alyssum. Okay. Mixed straw flowers. There. Just so I know what they look like. I don't need all of them labeled. I just need a few of them so I can recognize what I'm looking at. Jeez Louise. So, I'm going to try that nasturtium jelly. That sounds like fun. I feel like that could be a fun way to just add spice to other things. Like if you're making pear jam, you could add nasturtium jelly to it to make it spicy pear jam. Ooh, nasturtium seems like a fun way to add mild spice to other jams in that way. I never knew you could make a jelly from it. That's interesting. I feel like you could totally use that information, like the jelly of it all, in something else. Let me see. Wow, I have a small front garden, but I want to have a nursery soon. I want to have a nursery also. I don't want to sell the things, but I would like to have the ability to grow all of my stuff in ideal conditions at the same time. Like okay, relax. The way my planting schedule works, I have to succession plant because I don't have enough room in my home to have all my seedlings come up at the same time. Whereas my mom can plant like 1,000 plants all at once because all of her seedlings can come up at the same time. There's grow lights everywhere. There's heat in the greenhouse. There's beautiful light in the greenhouse. Like my mom and dad's greenhouse is just, it's not even fair how perfect the conditions in that greenhouse are for plants. So all of her plants do so good because they're in literally the most perfect condition. And my mom's just sitting there doting on them all day. She goes in and out of the greenhouse all day long because she loves spring, because spring is the best. And yeah, she just makes 1 million plants and then plants thousands of them. She also does something for nurses, but I don't know what it's through, but she gifts hundreds and hundreds of plants for some nurse appreciation thing. But I don't know what it's for. Maybe it's for McMaster Hospital. I don't know. There's some plant thing where she does like a million trays of plants that gets sent out to the hospital. But that's neither here nor there. It's just there's lots of plants at her farm. But this year, my goal is to grow my entire own garden. And normally I get all my petunias from my mom. So this year I'm like, nope, I'm going to grow my own petunias. I'm going to grow my own everything. I'm going to do it. I'm going to just be the ultimate gardener this year. I just need to know that I can do it, you know? I've never even tried petunias just because my mom grows them. I don't have to try. But this time, I'm trying. Gotta go. Have a great day. You too. Have a great rest of your day. Where are we at? It's only 11 o'clock. We got lots of our day left. Okay, so now that I've crumbled up this dirt, we can fill another pot and we can do another transplant. Wow, this is awesome. We now have 2 filled trays of transplants. Oh, you know what? I actually am going to do that again with the alyssum. My alyssum, the last time I transplanted it, it didn't look very good. How about you? Silvery rose straw flower, you can also get transplanted. But you, on the other hand, will be transplanted in a different way than the sweet alyssum. We have to be more gentle because we want to save all of you. Ugh, right when I said be gentle, I just dropped a bunch. Okay, here we go. More dirt. Bye, Cece. Come back again. Yes, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Thank you, Candace. 9 a.m. until 12 p.m. I'm here. Okay. 2 pots full of dirt. Beautiful. Get my little seed pokey thing. And I think I'll probably do 5 of these in each one because these are all the same color. So I don't have to worry about keeping each one alive. I just need a couple to stay alive. These are the silvery rose, which was my favorite color. It's like a very, 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 very pale pink. But it's so pretty. And dried, it's so pretty. So I'm really hopeful that I can get a good number of these in. I think I definitely did a little bit of overkill with my straw flowers this year. I planted like kind of a lot of them, but I feel like last year I felt that I did not have enough straw flowers. Like I was like, I wish I had more, and I thought that during the flower season. So since that was something that was on my mind, or as the Christians say, on my heart, I decided to just go ahead and plant more. And that's good. Okay, you need a label because you're a special variety. My hands feel so gross and dry right now. Silvery rose straw flower. Silvery rose. Okay. But wait, there's more. Thank you. Tuck in, darling. Your turn, darling. Beautiful. Absolutely stunning. It's stunning. Alright. Silvery rose. Looking good. 1, 2. And we want to put 5 in each one. 3. I'm putting different sizes so everybody has some time to catch up. 3, 4. And 5. There you go. Happy birthday. Okay. Now I need another label. Lovey, lovey label. Ugh. Laura, what is our official number other than 99.8? Our official confirmed number is da 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 da. 99839. 99,839 subscribers. Please subscribe. Join the channel. We put out new videos, mostly on Tuesdays every week, most weeks. And also, I'm live streaming all the time. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9 a.m. until 12 p.m. Hello. And look at how much fun we have here. Planting seeds together? Like, come on. Who else plants seeds with you? because you know who plants seeds with me other than you guys? Nobody. It's a solo activity, so thank you for joining me for this solo activity. Okay, we're doing more silvery rose. Do I need 15 or do I need 20? Probably I need 20. Silvery rose, straw flower, bros. I'll just write this one too. Silvery rose, straw flower, bros. 161 to go. Oh my god. We can do that so fast. Let's do it now. Do it right now. 161 people. Can you subscribe right now? I want to get 161 subscribers today. Can you do that? Thank you. I'm joking, obviously. Obviously. All right, silvery rose planter number 3. Doing amazing, sweetie. Get yourself in there. Oh my god, has anyone been keeping up with the internet lately? I saw pictures of Kelly Osbourne, and this is not a body shaming podcast. We don't body shame here. I'm not body shaming. I was stunned when I saw Kelly Osbourne. Okay, everyone's saying, like, you can't comment on it because her dad died, so she's going through things. And I'm like, yeah, okay, she's going through things. Shouldn't someone... What? She looks wild. Like, wild. She looks like... Not like a thin person. Not like an anorexic person. She looks like someone... She looks like those black and white pictures of people in concentration camps. She's so thin. You can see her eye socket. You can see her her jaw, but in a weird way. You can see her cheekbone, but like it's sharp, not like it's it's like a sharp bone. Yes, she looks like she needs intervention. She looks like somebody needs to take care of her, and it's frustrating because like her mom is not doing that because her mom is also in that. Her mom also looks like freakish, and I'm not saying she looks like a freak because that's not a nice thing to say to anybody. I'm saying she looks freakish. She looks not well. She doesn't look herself, and I don't care if she's skinny or fat. Like, that's none of my business. This is like a different thing. This is like a thing where I'm like, I don't want that to be in tabloids. I don't want little girls to see that. Okay, if it's something that's wrong with her, don't go on the red carpet then. Like, that's not a body that I would want my daughter to see. Me in high school, that would have been what I thought was beautiful. That would have been what I thought was, I wish I could be as skinny as her. That's insane. She looks insane. But little girls don't know anything, so they could see that and think she looks cool. And therefore, for those reasons, I'm out. I'm out on Kelly Osbourne. Not that I was in, let's be honest, on Kelly Osbourne. Like, who cares? But now I'm out on Kelly Osbourne. I do not like the vibe of that at all. Okay, good. There we go. She definitely looks like she needs an intervention. So now I have 20 silvery rose straw flowers. And I have, what do I have for mixed? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. I have 20 silvery rose. I have 20 mixed. I have 25 sweet alyssum. So I think that's good. Now we're going to plant something else because we still have room. Okay, silvery rose, silvery rose, silvery rose, and silvery rose. And then I think we'll do you like this one too. Then that's a sweet alyssum, and these are straw flowers. Okay, good. Looking good. Everything's looking great. Now, I only have a few things left here that haven't been up-potted yet. So we could up-pot some of these. I think we could also thin out this. This is my amaranth Love Bleeding. And I don't think I want to up-pot it yet, but I think I can pull out some of the seedlings just so that there's room for the ones that I would like to make it to adulthood, because I can't even pretend like I need anywhere near as many amaranth seeds as I have planted. There. I mean, then when they get their next leaves, I guess I'll up pot them. Feels bad to rip out that many babies, but sorry guys, it had to be done. Where did my other pot of, oh, in front of me, garbage go? Okay, so maybe not amaranth. Tangerine jam, meh. You know what? I could do some Jolly Jesters, because Jolly Jesters are looking amazing. And they are my favorite marigold, so I think I would like to up pot them. I want to make sure they have the best start in life, because they're my favorite. I helped my sister with her tomatoes. Oh, cool. Are you pre-filling out the order? Hold on. Are you pre-filling out the order form for your silver button? Candace, you're silly. No, obviously not. You can't pre-fill out that. It is crazy, though, to think of that this month I will be able to put in my order. Well, it's 2 weeks after you hit 100,000, so maybe not this month. Maybe I'll have to order it next month, but you know, still. Jolly Jesters are my favorite marigolds in the world. So I want them to have the best start of any plant. They need the most, they have the most potential. Oh, I literally just broke one in the process of getting it out. Okay. So these, I do want them to have lots of room. So I think I'll plant one plant in every pot, just so it has lots of space to spread out before going outside. Oh, I'm so happy about these ones. My favorites. Maybe I'll do a couple, like 2 in each place. All right, come on. Gotta be so gentle with these because they matter to me a lot. Let's try not to break off any roots at all. Ooh, that's a good sized one. Maybe that one will be a solo just because it's such a good size. Then I'm gonna bury it a little deep, not much, just a little bit. There we go. You need labels too, though. Oh, Jolly Jester, where did I put the labels? I should have put them in here. That would have made sense, but I didn't. Where did I put them? Anybody? Anybody got an idea where I put labels? I know I had more. I know I have more. I have white ones somewhere. All right, I'm just gonna take this out of the way so I have room. I'm gonna put it under a light. I'll be right back. Feels like they should be here. You know? Yeah, birds, I hear you, I hear you. I'm just looking for labels. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. I'm listening. I'm here for you. Okay. Well, that's not ideal. Where in the world did I put those dang labels? That would have been nice if I had put them there. I didn't think it, but oh well. Okay, well, can't do what you can't do. Can't label what I can't label, you know? I don't even have any like plastic to use that's sitting around me. How did this happen? Why am I like this? Who did this? Okay, let's see. What could I use instead for my Jolly Jesters? That's bizarre though. I know I had a lot. Please be in here and just, I'm stupid. Please be in here and just, I'm stupid. No, it's not. Oh, that would have been so nice though. Why can't I think of another spot where I would put them? The pen was there, so why would the labels not be? Also, what were you thinking? Why would you put them somewhere else? I definitely put them somewhere that once we figure it out, it'll be like, yeah, that makes sense. That's a good spot for it, actually. All right, well, I don't know what I'm supposed to do to label. Small rocks and a permanent marker. Yeah. Yeah, that's not bad. I did go to the beach, so I do have some small rocks. I went to the beach on the weekend with Julia. JJ equals Jolly Jester. Okay, Candace? Also, I'm only going to use rocks in the Jolly Jesters. Done. Easy. Good call, Candace. She's a smart one. Okay, now more Jolly Jesters. I guess I don't even need the permanent marker if it's only going to be the Jolly Jesters that have the rock. Look at the roots on that. She's beautiful. In your journal? What do you, I was gonna say, I was gonna make like a quip, but that's not impossible. It's not impossible. It wasn't right this time, but it was, that doesn't mean it was always wrong, you know? I think it was a good plan. Okay, no, it's not in the journal. Good call, though. Good idea. But for now, they're in a safe place. Yes, they're definitely in a safe place for sure. Another Jolly Jester. Wherever they are makes really good sense and is actually a good spot for seedlings. So I think you are dead to me and you are dead to me. Thank you. Your soil is needed elsewhere. Okay. Beelzebub, I don't want to hear very loud screams right now. You got it? I'm not interested in your screams. Oh, I just killed another one. Not good, Laura, not good. Okay, so that means we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's not a lot. That's not a lot of Jolly Jesters. I'm gonna need 10, so I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Okay, we have another J. Not that I need to label them because there's only gonna be white rocks in the Jolly Jesters. I did find quite a few white rocks on the beach. This one's pretty shiny though. Okay, another Jolly Jester in the making here. I think this is my last one. That's so upsetting. That's not enough Jolly Jesters for my personal stash of Jolly Jesters. Beelzebub, your audio is a little bit distracting for me. So if you could pipe the frig down, it'd be really good. It'd be great. I'd appreciate it. Okay, so this last one has 3 in it. So I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 Jolly Jesters, and that's it. So maybe I won't be sharing my Jolly Jesters. Okay, beauty. Anybody else want to upgrade? I don't think so. I think that's everyone who needs... Oh, right, I wanted to do some Sweet Alyssum, but I don't need to label Sweet Alyssum because I know what she looks like. She doesn't sneak up on me like some of the others. She's very, very lovely. Sweet Alyssum. She always knows what to do. Just spread out and make flowers. She's like, got it, boss. No problem. Okay. What are you singing about? I filled your water. I filled your food. I put a new toy in. What else can I do for you? What else is it that you need from me, my dear? How can I help you? She's like, I don't know. I think I just want to yell. Sometimes a bird's just gotta yell. Why is your bird so loud? Beats me. It's Monday. She's excited. All right, these are Sweet Alyssum. I'm gonna try and plant individual plants. This is more of a trial because we already have enough. But if this works, I'll still do it the other way in the future because the other way is so much easier. This way, trying to do individual plants. Look at it, it's one tiny root. It's so unlikely that this one plant will live, but the group of plants will live. Anyway. Oh, golly, let me see. Okay, good, I'm up to date. All right. She's gorgeous, simply gorgeous. Oh, I just ripped one. See, that's why the individual planting is also hard, because the individual seedlings are so delicate. But when you handle them as a group, they're a little bit more tough. They can handle it more. But I'm trying to handle these individual seedlings, and they're so tiny and so thin. They're just so little. I can't do it. There we go. The reason I don't have to label Sweet Alyssum is because I've grown it enough, and it grows in a pretty particular way that I can recognize it fairly easily. It's like a tomato. If I'm only growing one variety of tomato, I don't need to label that variety because it's a tomato. It looks like a tomato. Nothing else looks like a tomato. The only thing that sometimes, at some periods, looks like a tomato is what plant? Potatoes. Eggplant doesn't even. Maybe for a minute, eggplant could get mistaken for tomato, but I don't think anything else looks like a tomato. How many times will you say tomato in the next 5 seconds? Okay, 5 more Sweet Alyssum going in. Beautiful. These are going to go under really bright grow. They're all the same brightness. These are going to go really close to the bright glow lights. Wow. These are going to be placed close to the grow lights. That way the leaves will have a chance to grow with the stem not growing, because when the stem grows, it gets tall and spindly and it can break, which we don't like. It's not ideal. All right, we're going for 5, so let's find one more after this that fits. Alex and I were at Costco on the weekend, and a lady came up to us, an older lady, maybe in her 60s, and she tapped Alex on the shoulder and she said, "You two are just so cute together." And Alex said, "Thank you." And then she looked at me and she said, "Where can I find one of those?" And I said, "Ha!" And we walked away. Because you can't find one of those. They are custom made. It took me 15 years to build this version of Alex. It's my phone dying, that's all.
Sorry?
It's my phone dying. The sound.
Oh,
I thought that's what you were gesticulating.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's my phone is at 10%.
nice.
You don't happen to know where my plant labels are, do you? You haven't seen them anywhere? They look like this.
No,
Okay.
I thought they were here.
I thought so too, but I have pink ones. Like
Yeah,
I had
that's what I saw, like purple ones or something.
I have one more color, yeah, and I don't know where I left them.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh well.
it was here.
I tried to label my plants, I did. All right. Candace says, "Good morning, Alex."
Good morning.
Morning. Oh, keep an eye on your mail, Candace, because you're one of the closest people. Yours will probably come first. Although, LOL, that didn't even happen last year. It's funny because I send all of the seeds out at the same time. I go to the post office person and I do it one at a time. They weigh each of the things, they get it to the right country, and then it gets put away. And that way I can pay for it all in one thing as opposed to buying stamps and then having to also... Anyway, the point is they do all the work. You would think he already did popcorn. You missed him doing popcorn. I was in the middle of a sentence, so he didn't say hi. Yeah, you would think you would get it first, Candace. But it didn't happen last year. And you would think like Louisa and Frida would get theirs last, but nope, not necessarily. Those people are in Netherlands and Sweden, respectively. Okay, there, 5 more Sweet Alyssum. So now we have 30 Sweet Alyssum that we made today, which really we're going to have more. He already did popcorn, so I think that it's bathroom and soup. 11:30 though, Alex, a little early for soup. I guess it's not. That's lunchtime for some people. But it's not 11:30 for us. It's 10:30 because the time change happened and we're not adjusted yet. Okay, so there's everything we planted. Now we can put it back into this container. Beauty. And then these can go under another light. And then on Monday of next week or Friday... Mail came today, but not today. No. It's not going to come to you today. It'll be being shipped out today because it was the weekend when I did it. So it won't be shipped out yet. It'll be shipping out today. But what that means is for you, it should be, 2 business days? Or is that how far it is for, like, Ontario? Because they'll still send it to Mississauga before sending it to you, even though they could just literally send it to you, which would be so much faster for everyone. Okay, I think we have... a full other tray now. That's great. Okay, is there anything that there's only 2 of that I could separate into its own tray? No. That looks like parsley, and that looks like a different marigold altogether. Those are 2 different kinds. Oh, there might be mix-ups here happening. It's fine. We'll deal with that eventually. Here we go. Another seed tray finished. Another seed tray to go under a light. I'll be right back. I'm just going to pop these in the kitchen so that I can put them under a light when I finish. Oh, Jesus, Murphy. All right. Ooh, I can give these sunlight today. It's bright out. What do you say to that little plant? I hear ya, I hear ya. There. We have an actual bright bit of sunlight there. Beautiful. Okay. Good, good, good. Everybody's good. Now, please hold while I move around some plants. Oh, I have one more plant to do. I will water all of these later. Okay. Good, good, good. This needs water. And this, these could probably be repotted, but I don't think I have room now. Maybe room for one? I think I have one more. Yeah. Okay, so I have 2 dahlias here that have sprouted. Ooh. Excuse me. Ooh. I have 2 dahlias that have sprouted now, and I think I want to pot them into pots that I can plant them from. These are the pom-pom dahlia variety. I don't know how the root system's doing. These were from seed, but I would like to pull them. For transplantation. Okay, kids, here we go. Nope, deeper. Here you go. There you go, honey. Pom-pom dahlia. I'm not going to label it. Well, I'll label one of them, but I'm not going to label both of them because, nope, that's apricot status, honey. Let's try again. Pom-pom dahlia, beautiful. I won't label the other one because I don't have very many varieties of dahlias, so I'm not worried. But look at it, isn't she cute? there's number 1. And number 2 is really small, so I actually have to be pretty gentle while pulling this seedling out. Because it's a very little fella. Honestly, I could probably just put them together. To what end? It doesn't matter. Okay. Good, 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 good. Pom-pom dahlia's finished. Okay, I have these apricot status, which look kind of shitty, if I can be honest with you. They look a little overwatered and a little bit upset. I kind of want to transplant them just so that they aren't mad at me anymore. They do look a little bit upset. There we go. Mix up some soil. I thought we were finished. I did. I really did. I'm happy it's going to take the whole stream to do the planting today, though. I love when we get to do like one big activity, don't you? All right, there. So now I can put my status in here. And I think I'm going to do maybe 2 per container. Because I don't have very many and I want them to have a lot of opportunity to succeed. But they don't have very deep roots yet. Okay, here we go. There's number 1. Look good. Perfect. Okay. Trying not to touch it too much. Okay, there's the first one, and now I'm gonna put this. Are you even gonna survive? You're kind of super wimpy. I'll put this one. It's small but not wimpy. I'm small but not wimpy. I'm big and I'm kind. Okay, there. 2 apricot status. I'm only growing apricot status. I'm not growing any other colors, so I'm not gonna label the rest of them because as long as I know what one of the status plants look like, it's fine. I'm only growing 1 variety, so it's not as important to label them. Whereas the marigolds, peekaboo, the marigolds, on the other hand, I do need to label them because I'm growing like 9 kinds of marigolds. Okay, so there's that. I can empty this thing. Okay. I wish somehow we could fast forward and see these babies in full bloom. I can't wait for the garden to show off. Me too. Yeah, it'd be cool if we could fast forward and see the future. But instead, we're going to work really slowly, and we're going to watch it grow so slowly, and it's going to be so rewarding. Every update is going to feel like a magical surprise because of how rewarding it will be to have worked for the flowers instead of just zoomed through time. At least I have to believe that because I really love them and I want to see them now too, but I won't see them now, so that's how I justify not getting sad about how long it's going to take. This status is not going to be actively blooming until August. This tiny plant, it is Monday, March 9th, and this is probably going to start blooming March, April, May, June, July, August. In 5 months. I'm doing this in 5 months in advance of it flowering. Isn't that wild? Status is slow. And maybe it's not for other people. It's very slow for me. Maybe I don't get enough light where I'm at for it. Maybe it wants to be in much brighter light, but I didn't get status flowers until August last year. And like August is not the end of summer here. Like the end of September is. So, you know, there was still time. I still got lots of time to have flowers. But if I could start them early enough this year, which I have, these are way early. Since I've started them so early, maybe I could get flowers in July. That'd be nice. Wouldn't that be great? I sure would love that. This does not look like a status, but it is planted intentionally with the status plant, so I'm gonna just put it in as though it is an apricot status. And then if it's not, you know, that's somebody else's problem. That's future Laura. There, more done. Now we have 2, 4, 6, 8 apricot status plants and 2 more dahlias. And now I have another seed tray that is ready to get filled with small plants that are ready to move up from that other shape, other size. So I'm going to just fill this with my leftover soil, and I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab a plant that can get transplanted. I'm gonna grab a little pot, one of the little green pots that is ready for a transplant, and then we can put those into this. Excuse me. Who do you think you're talking to, Beelzebub? You can't talk to me like that. I'm your mother. You listen to me. Here. Don't panic, babies. Right here. Okay. So, in that seed, we have the option, rather, to do zinnias. These are my summer pinwheels, or we could do amaranths. Amaranthus. But I do still have to thin these out regardless. Maybe we'll do the zinnias. Do we have 16 of them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't know, man. I could do 4 of each amaranth. I think I'll just put these in. I've already come over. Isn't that crazy though? 5 months in advance, we are like in love with all of the flowers. A little early, bro. It's worth it though. It's worth it. It's gonna be so worth it. These summer pinwheels are gonna be so exciting to look at. Hopefully, I think. The picture on the packet was really pretty. And the description was really pretty. So hopefully they all grow really nicely. I don't need 16 of them. I don't need 12 of them. I probably need 2 of them. But again, this is a fun variety that I think people would like. So I will swap with people, or I will give them away. Whichever comes first, I guess. My computer is so loud. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but it is like it's on a CPAP machine to breathe. My Twitch viewers are literally just bots today. That's funny. Oh well. Come back Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 9 a.m. until 12 p.m. I have to be so freaking delicate with these things. Right when I say that, I like swing one around and then drop it. Oh, on Wednesday, we're going to be starting seeds. We have more seeds to start. I don't know where I'm going to be putting those other seeds because currently my 2 grow shelves are full. So I now need to find a solution before the next transplant has to happen. So I have to have a solution to the lack of lights by next Monday. But right now, I'm already pretty much out of space. And I am out of space. I'm nervous about these babies. I hope they'll be okay. I hope I will have enough. I do have grow lights though, like the ones that are behind me. So in a pinch, I guess I could use those, right? Never too early to love the beauty you know is going to happen. It's true. And we know it's going to happen, Candace. We literally know. Can you imagine? Can you imagine how big of a garden my seedlings would fill right now? How many seedlings I have? How big of a space it would fill? You'd need a large amount of land to actually plant all of these. Oh shoot, did I just kill you? I might have just killed one of them. I hope not. You give yourself another try. I'll bury you down again. I am so sorry. Now you can go in. Anybody else starting off, putting out any roots in here? No more babies? No more pinwheels? You're a pinwheel. You look like you've already died, actually, so that's too bad. You are not a pinwheel. Okay, so that means we are slightly short seedlings on the summer pinwheels, but we're gonna just be brave about it. I don't see any other seed start here. Okay, so that's that for that. And now we are all full up of things that can be transplanted. And I now need to go find more trays because I am out of trays to put my pots in, which is a little stressful, and I don't have enough light. So those are the things that you get to come back for to see if I can solve those problems before next Monday. But come back on Wednesday too, because I'm going to be planting new seeds. We have only a few more varieties to plant, and then we're going to be all done with our planting for the year. Our indoor planting. Also, I have to start turning over the garden because I have to plant poppies. My poppy seeds have to go out like now, like this week. Poppy seeds have to go into the garden. And then every 2 weeks from that point on. I do it every week though from that point on. I just want so many seeds, so many flowers. Okay, so now what I'm going to do with my beautiful genius knowledge is I'm going to try and transplant some of my coral fountain amaranth, I think, or maybe some of my Love Lies Bleeding. Whatever, I'm going to try and put some of them into here. I'm going to see if I can manage to separate like a clump out and put some in. Ugh. The stems are just so spindly. I feel like I might have to thin it out first and then transplant in a couple of days once these have a chance to like strengthen. It just feels so wimpy. Who wants a wimpy amaranth? Not me. How about you? How are you doing? You also have a bit of a wimpy disposition to you. You know who doesn't? The velvet curtains. These ones are looking pretty robust. I think these could handle a transplant. I love transplanting. It may be dirty and annoying, but I have a lot of fun doing it. Okay, so then I'll make a little hole. I'm trying my best to like not even touch the roots because they're so fine. Like fiber optic cables. Or thinner than that though. All right, so I think I'll do 5 in this pot instead of 1,000. And then these can go under a really close, bright grow light. I keep thinking I'm gonna say glow light. Grow light for like a week, and we'll see how they do. Probably I should have waited till they put out their true leaves, but I didn't, and now we're here. So it's okay. Gorgeous. Amaranth velvet curtains is so nice. If you've never grown it, I recommend it. Okay. I think I'll do 5 actually. These are still going to need to be transplanted again anyway. So I'll just do 5 little clumps, and then when it's time to transplant them, we'll do that. No worries. This will just give them a little bit of a chance to get stronger on their own, as opposed to in the big group where they're all leaning on each other. We need them to not lean on each other. You need to be strong by yourself, little Amaranth. You need to trust in your own abilities. There we go. She's beautiful. So she's gonna get watered. And then I'm gonna do it again. Again, these ones don't really need to be labeled because they're dark purple. I'm only growing 3 varieties of Amaranth, and they all look very different. Like Love Lies Bleeding, Coral Fountain, and Velvet Curtains. Coral Fountain, Love Lies Bleeding, Velvet Curtains. The plants look different and the seedlings look different. And the seeds look different. I honestly don't need to label those, but I did at the beginning just to be cute, just for you as a gift. Okay, pulling them all apart really loosely. And then I will grab one that looks like it has a good strong leaf. If it comes with a little group, I'm planting the whole little group because I really don't want to disturb the roots at this point. Again, I'm going to do 5 seedlings in here. 5-ish, 5 holes. There will be more than 5 seedlings because some of them don't come apart, and I would rather plant 2 in the same spot and have to decide between them later rather than cut them apart now and pick the wrong one. I don't want to pick the wrong twin.
Laura?
Yes.
How far are you from cessation for today?
12 minutes? Why?
Well, I want to try that thing, and I can only try that thing where once everything's live, so I can like troubleshoot it.
Okay. Do you
Just
want
thinking like either the first 5 or the last 5, but I couldn't get the first 5, so.
Okay. Yeah, we could do it now.
Yeah?
I'm literally just planting
Okay.
seedlings, yeah.
I'll try it now.
Okay. Do you need all the...
Keyboard and the mouse, yeah.
Here's the keyboard. And there's the mouse. One sec for the mouse pad.
Do you know where this piece is?
No. Gone. I probably found it at some point and threw it out. There we go. 5 beautiful seedlings. Nope, that's a zinnia. Okay. Beautiful. And now with the last pot, I'll do the same thing. I just have to refill the pot like evenly with dirt first. You excited about the garden?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I really hope all of these live. That'd be fun. Really, I only need like 2. I need 2 velvet curtains. But we will plant 15 of them. And then if I end up with more than 2 when it's time to plant, I will trade or give them away. Maybe I'll sell them and I'll become a millionaire.
Whoa.
Because I have so desirable varieties. There we go. And one more for the road. There. Now we have done 15 amaranth velvet curtains or Polish amaranth. I think those
Is Candace still around? Candace, who's still around?
You hear Candace? Probably. Why?
She can type something so we can
She can type it where?
in the chat.
Oh, okay. Say hello if you're still here, Candace. Alex is doing science, arts and crafts. Oh, I have 2 extra pinwheels. I'll put them in here. For science reasons, Alex needs you to participate. He's moving settings around.
Okay. Where do you see her?
Where do you see? Oh, cool. Okay. Alex wanted to change the settings today, and I was like, I just want a smooth stream. Can we do it next time? And he said, yes. There, 1, 2, 3.
Okay, let me go.
Thank you.
Just from here.
Okay. I literally planted hundreds of seedlings today.
So,
I thought I was gonna not make as much of a mess because I put the pea pad here.
mhm.
That was not an effective barrier.
No?
No, I still have a lot of a mess. Can you go grab me one more of these green pots?
Sorry?
These pots, can you go grab me one on the kitchen table? Sorry, it was kitty cuddling. You were very in sync today. Oh, cool. That's good. Alex, your settings are working.
Alright.
Yeah. Something. Thank you. In the
Good
twit.
work.
Oh. Is that you?
What?
Is that what your username is right now?
Uh-huh. What? What's wrong with it?
What are you, a finance bro?
No comments.
That's a silly username.
Yeah.
Okay. But it didn't show up.
Okay.
I'm playing with dirt while I wait for that green pot. Can you go get it for me?
One sec. Okay, what am I getting for you?
A green pot.
From where?
Just an empty green pot. There should be one on the kitchen table somewhere.
An empty one?
Like this.
No.
Is there any empty pot there?
There's some on the chairs.
Can you get me one of them?
Yeah, there's two.
Okay.
But it's not, there's none on the table.
Oh, that's not empty. Oh, you took this. Yeah, no, this has got seeds in it. I think. Maybe it doesn't. Oh no, good, thank you. I meant fully empty, like not even with dirt, but this is still good. Okay. Effective. What was I gonna plant in here? I have this dirt. What was I fiddling around with it for? Oh, my cuttings. I wanted to put the cuttings in it. Because they rooted. They're not amazing, but they rooted. Ugh. My eyeball has an itch, but I can't itch it on account of the dirt. Okay. My little baby cuttings of my heartleaf philodendron. Philodendron instead of philodendron. Philodendron.
Okay, I'll have to circle back.
Circle back. We'll touch base and circle back in the next quarter.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your efforts in this. Thank you for your attention to this matter.
Lame. It was just supposed to just work, you know?
That's the idea.
It's like when they usually, I give something to somebody, I'm like, it should just work, and then they're like, it's not working.
And you're like,
I'm
cool.
like, what did you do?
What did you do? Because it worked last time I did. What do I do? Laura, have you been losing weight? Not intentionally, but I think so. I haven't weighed myself in a long time, but I think so. My sister said so when I went up and visited her in Ottawa. She said I looked like I had lost some weight, so that's the only person I haven't seen in a long enough time for them to actually notice, because like Alex wouldn't notice and I don't notice. And Julia didn't notice. When I came back, I said, did you notice this? Our other sister said something. And then she said, I didn't notice. And I said, good, me neither. But, why do I look skinny? Okay, let me just try here to mathematically figure out what we're gonna do next. What I'm gonna do is put these into a tray, and they all need to get watered, which is gonna be a lot, but I have to wash my hands before I can even end the stream. So I'm gonna go do the plant movement, and then I'm gonna come back, and then we'll finish our day. Or our morning, rather. Nope, that was not real, Toby. Don't listen to that. It was an accident. No, it was an accident, Beelzebub. I hit the outside button. Okay. More. There's literally dirt everywhere. Okay. Ta-da! Look, way less messy than before. But then other times, my chair is still covered in dirt. It's not poop on the chair, it's soil. Okay, and then this is gonna have to move. All right, so the floor wasn't protected. The pee pad on the floor was an ineffective method. But on the table it was good. An effective method to protect the table, if I do say so myself. All right. There we go. We did it. That was a really good and productive live stream. Thank you for being here for that. That was really helpful that I got all of that done. I appreciate you being here. More than you might understand. That was a big job, and my ADHD brain doesn't love doing big jobs, even though it's a job I love doing. So now we've done hundreds of seedlings, and what else have we got? Next week we've got going, not next week, on Wednesday, what we've got going is going to be a seed starting. Love a poof and clean moment. Wish a whole house could be done that way. Me too. Me too. So I think that's it for today. Wednesday we'll start some seeds if I can manage to get my shit together, excuse my language, and figure out the grow light situation. And I think other than that, we're going to be done seeds after Wednesday. What's coming out tomorrow? Nothing. I'm sorry. I didn't finish the video. Don't tell Alex. I'm going to work on it today. If I can get it done, I'll do it, but I didn't finish it. So, looks like the birds want to scream. So, I'm going to go, and I'm going to get to work, and I will see you all on Wednesday. So, click the thumbs up button if you haven't yet. It's down here somewhere. And, oh, I'm going to need to, like, soak my fingers. They're all, like, dirt-y. Anyway, yeah, see you Wednesday. I'll show you what happened to the things we planted, and we can regroup from there. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. What is with the bags under my eyes, though? For real. All right. Sorry. I just looked at myself for the first time this morning. Okay. See you next time. Bye.